Week 3 wins in 3 games. You had wins in the last 2. What do you think of the way this team is playing at the moment?
Yeah, it's going good. I think it's a little bit like last year. We struggled out of the gate and then seemed to find our stride. So it's going well now. Just have to keep going.
You have started back-to-back games. You're kind of in that role as number 1 with Eddie Pasquale currently in Tampa Bay. How have you tried to take advantage of this opportunity here so far?
I don't know. Nothing really changes. It's always just hockey. At the end of the day, no matter where you are, you just want to play. So I'll play for as long as I can and see what happens when Eddie comes back and just try and do everything I can to keep going here.
You had a couple big wins, including a shutout there in Utica, your second shutout of the season. Played very well, 34 saves. What did you think of that game Friday in Utica?
Yeah, it was a fun one. It's always fun to play in Utica. It's a pretty cool building to be in, especially a lot of the guys, that was their first time to see it on a weekend. So it's a good place to play. It was good to come out of there with a win for sure.
And the next night was a 6-4 win for the Crunch over Laval. They came hard early in that first period. You held down the fort for a bit. What did you think of the game on Saturday?
Yeah, it was good. We got down there for a little bit, and then I think it showed some resiliency coming back there and what we can do. So I think that was a good, hard-fought one and a good way to end the week.
As you are in currently this number 1 role with, again, Eddie up in Tampa, this is kind of what happened last year, too. Louis got called up with an injury up in Tampa Bay, and you seized for about a month, you were the only guy in net. So how did that last year kind of help you as you prepare for this run here this year?
Yeah, it's good. It's why we play. You want to play games. It was a little different there at the start last year, start this year. I wasn't used to playing 1 or 2 games every couple of weeks, so that's a hard job to do, and it's good to get in and play and show what you can do. So as long as we keep it going, we should be fine.
And this year has been a slow start schedule-wise. Last week was only 3 games in 4 nights so far, 3 games in a week for the Crunch. The rest of the way, we'll see that a lot. So what's the challenge of not playing a whole lot, especially when you're splitting starts as is, early in the year not getting a lot of action, and now it's going to pick up in a hurry?
Yeah, it's for a goalie especially, it's really tough. If you got 2 games in a weekend, you sit both of them out, you'll go 14, 15, 16 days without playing a game, and no matter what you do in practice, you want to be game ready, but unless you're playing those games, it's hard to be ready and it's hard to develop. So it's good for us to rest and get practice in, but at the same time you like to get in a groove, and it's a little harder with that slow schedule, but I think the hardest part of it now is over.
Coming up this week, a couple of games Wednesday and Friday against the Devils. Obviously, we've seen Binghamton a few times already this year. What challenges do they present for the Crunch heading into the week?
They're a good team. Obviously, they're off to a good start this year, and a lot of skill and a lot of good young talent over there too. So hopefully we can keep it going and just do the things we need to do to get by.